Hello everybody and welcome to your general weekly reading for the week beginning January 8th, 2018. This week I will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot card deck by Deborah Blake. I will also be tuning into the weekly energies that are coming in from the universe and from the planets to get a better understanding of what to expect and what we can be kind of dealing with this week. So I'm so curious to know how your 2018 is going so far. I hope that you are enjoying it. I hope that you felt the major shift that happened. I felt a lot of pressure building right before New Year's. I think that was just, a lot of the old stuff building up to be released. And then also the supermoon that we had was a big release as well. So when, once New Year's happened and then a few days after, things started to lighten up a bit and I could tell that we were in new energy. It was a new, it did kind of feel like to me personally that the clocks did reset a little bit and that we will be dealing with something kind of new altogether. So I hope that you could feel the shift as well, and I hope that you're feeling really, really good. I would be so curious to see how you are dealing with 2018 so far, and if you have picked any New Year's resolutions for yourself, please feel free to send me a message, or you can please comment below and let me know how it's going so far, what you've learned, what you want to do for this year, what you want to bring into your life, and maybe if you've picked a word for yourself that will encompass what you would like to intend for 2018. I'm also very curious to hear that as well. My word that I picked for this year is peace. So I want to really work on remaining in a state of peace, and that peace being my dormant state. So not being carried off in other people's stuff or my own stuff, and just kind of remembering that, peace is home, and you can just be peaceful and still cope with everything that's happening around you. You don't have to get involved in the drama. So, that being said, I'll keep you posted on how that's going. But I would be very curious to see what your word is. And note that whatever word you pick, it does tend to unfold. Last year, my word was freedom. And that definitely happened. I got freedom from a lot of things last year. And then the year before that, it was transformation. So I did have a lot of transformation that year as well. And every year since then. So note that just whatever word you pick is the word that's for you. And that's going to happen. So tuning into the energy of this week, I don't really know how to describe it. It's actually kind of interesting. It feels a bit light, like uplifted, like if there feels like there's space, if that makes sense. So space, if you've been feeling really bogged down or really full, you might find that this week, just by naturally what's happening kind of out there, that you might feel a little bit of lifting, a little bit of space, so that you're able to, spend more time doing things that you like, or you might just be feeling less stressed. So I think that is definitely the case, but there's also a lot of inner stuff as well. Like, it's a polarity of kind. So there, as much as there does feel like there is space, it does feel like there is a bit of I don't really know what it is. Something else as well. So it's not going to feel complete bliss for a lot of us. Some of you, yes, it will feel like bliss, but it'll be a little bit of a balance. So finding that appreciation for the lift, and however much you feel it. If it's not that much, still finding gratitude in that, and being grateful for having this space, but also finding the blessings in that, and actually using that to your advantage to perhaps create another solution in your life that you're feeling stuck, or starting a new project that you felt has been too overwhelming to start before. So anything else with that? And then any other emotions that do come up, just kind of fly with them, see what they want to teach you, see what their lessons are. And shedding the old, shed old patterns, shed the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. the stuff that is dragging you down, or the people that are dragging you down. Maybe it's time to cut some ties with some toxic relationships. So we're still kind of in the very beginning. So if there's things that you weren't wanting to really take into 2018 with you, but you haven't yet been able to shake them yet, decide, have the intention that those are finished, or that you're now walking away, energetically cut the ties. Okay, we're ready to get into it. So we already have one card that popped out for us. What can we expect for the week beginning January 8th? So I'm going to pull one card for the theme, one card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sorry about that, my camera froze. So getting into the cards. The theme of the week is the Hermit. So we've had the Hermit come up recently as well. This is just a reminder to go within. We are in a dark time, meaning that it's winter time, and this is the time to kind of go within and to reassess and to rest. So just do that. Take lots of time to go within and to check in with yourself and see where you're at. What do you need to know about yourself? What's going on? What is maybe not working? You'll find this year that you can't really bullshit yourself anymore. So if you're pretending that something is okay when it's not okay, that's going to be screaming really loud for you this year. So time to go within and actually check in and see where you're at and what your emotional, spiritual, physical state is actually looking like. And this is also, it might be nice to stay in this week and rest as much as you can. They're saying as well, if you're finding that you are one of those people who's go, 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 busy, 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 I have to do work or I have to do all of the chores and all of that kind of stuff, make your life a little bit easier this week. Plan a movie night for yourself during the week instead of rushing around and doing extra things that maybe you don't need to do. Finding time in your own schedule for yourself. So have a movie night, make dinner super easy. Yeah, just simplify your life a little bit this week and go within and take time for lots of rest. For the beginning of the week, we have the Hanged Man. And so when we see the Hanged Man come up in a reading, we know that we are going to be looking at something from a different angle. We're being asked to have an awakening of sorts and to see things from a completely different perspective than we may have seen it before. So take yourself out of any sort of lack mentality or any sort of fear as best you can. And that is done through going within and taking time for peace and for calm and looking at a situation where you feel stuck through the heart instead of through the mind, and trying to overanalyze and reach for answers that you're not finding because you're not looking in a creative way because you've been doing the same thing for so long. And if you feel stuck, it's hard to be imaginative and think of that. So he's not actually stuck in this. He is holding the key. He just has to get the strength to curl himself up and to actually unlock his feet. And so you have the same thing. You do have the keys to your problems. You're not stuck. You're just being forced this week to look at things from a different perspective. And that's good. It's good to have a change of perspective and to come to situations with more creative solutions, because the old way's not working. So something's got to shift. So for the middle of the week, we have Knight of Pentacles. And so Knight of Pentacles talks about forward movement in the situation of the physical world. So money, job, security. He's off on his quest. He doesn't know if he's going to be successful, but he's well prepared in his own mind. He's confident enough to go on his path and to go forward towards victory or towards a new adventure or something like that. So you can go with the knight, you can be the knight, or you can just allow the knight's energy to take you to where you need to go in the physical world. And so because this is a person, this could be a person coming into your life that has this sort of sense of adventure. Why was that so hard to say? Sense of adventure. Could be somebody who's going on a trip and that you're going to take part in it with them. You can take hold and go with him, but know that he's not really prepared. He's not 100% sure on where he's going. All he knows is that he's going, and he'll figure it out when he gets there. So if that's you this week, the power to you, just keep on carrying on in that energy. And if this isn't you, this is the energy that's coming in, because this is general reading. Again, it's hard to crack down exactly what it is for you. But if this is not you, if you're not the knight, but allow this energy in the middle of the week to guide you where you need to go without making any hasty, huge decisions that you might regret in the physical world, but allow it to take you to dream, to go forward, and to be that knight, barreling, bursting through those walls that you've put up for yourself and those restrictions that you're feeling that you're being encased in because you can't find a creative solution. This week is really interesting. And then we have for the weekend the Star. So another major arcana card. So not a whole lot of control this week. It's a bit of a surrender because these are major arcana. This means that these are universal energies and big life things. So just kind of surrender. If you're feeling like no matter what you're doing, you're still feeling a certain type of way, just surrender to it and just know that it doesn't last forever, and just nurture yourself in whatever way you need to. And so for the Star, we talked about the polarity in the beginning of this reading. So she is the polarity between the heavens and she's the channel, in between the heavens and the earth polarity. So the energy runs through her and she presents it out through her heart. So I'm getting the sense that this is us this week. So be the channel of light, be the channel for the earth, be that conduit, be the advocate for the planet, and, walk your talk this week. And take time to feel the polarity. If you're feeling pulled in two opposite directions, find somewhere in the middle that you're comfortable with. And when you feel that kind of space happening within you, go with it. Once you feel a bit of this pressure or a bit of your anxiety lifting a little bit and you have the freedom to explore a little bit, do that. Look through your life, look through your body, and look through your mind. What's going on with you? Where do you want to go? What's happening around you? While also, keeping your feet on the ground, not making any sort of crazy decisions, because you do live in a third dimensional reality where you do need to work. So quitting your job all of a sudden may not necessarily be an option for you, but there are other options that you're not seeing clearly and that you will be encouraged to look at, and you will find that you'll be able to look at things differently. It even helps too to, if you're feeling stuck and you're not sure what you can do about it, put on someone else's clothes, literally, even, your husband's or boyfriend's or your girlfriend's or whatever. Put on someone else's clothes and go somewhere different. Go to a different coffee shop, or go to a bar, even just somewhere completely different than a place that you have been before. And then, just pretend to be someone else, and then come back to your issue and look at it. Where am I not seeing the solution here? Because if you're trying to overanalyze, you're just going to find that you're hitting a brick wall over and over and over again. Well, running into that brick wall is not going to move it. You have to find a way to go around it or to go over it. So how are you going to do that? Maybe you need to find a ladder. Anything else with this? Reiterating the fact that all of the answers are within yourself. You have the answers and the gifts within you. If you find that you don't have the answers, you can trust that you will be guided to somebody who can give you the answers. Follow your intuition on when and who to talk to about what and where. You may find that somebody offers you a piece of really amazing advice that just completely changes everything for you, that you're thinking about things differently afterwards. And dare to dream. Things can be different. It is a new year. And not everything is going to be perfect all the time, but you can definitely find solutions and you can find a new way of being. And you don't have to react the same way to this old stuff. You can find new ways and you can be happier in the process. So I hope that you have an amazing week. I hope that it's filled with love and blessings and complete balance between the heavens and the earth. If you would like private reading with me or a private healing session, you can email me at thejourneytospirit@gmail.com and come and visit me at katiehunt.ca. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. The support means so much. And I would love to hear from you. So please let me know how your year is going, how this week is panning out for you. And if you have made any amazing life decisions, I'd be so happy to hear it. So sending you all so much love. Thank you for being here.